wagonjwa mama, matumizi na wapa hao wazazi wako, kila ninachotoa chaonekana kidogo, nifanye nini?
Hi everybody, welcome to Aurora Borealis, your transformational metaphysical cable TV show. My name is Audrey and I'm what's known as a transformational catalyst, which means this show and myself and all of our guests are here to help you grow in every way possible, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Today our guest is Don Conreaux, and we'll be discussing, who is a gong master, and we will be discussing toning and healing as well as the coming 11/11 energy opening. Now, we'll begin our show as we always do by thanking Ayas Hassan Ayas for that fabulous music from Tanzania that opens and closes all our shows. And we will begin again with our breathing attunement. For those of you who are new, by the way, we'll take live calls on the air in a little while. And for those of you who want to call, that number will be 475-1550. But now we'll start with our breathing attunement. And people, with the breath alone, you can heal and open and transform yourself. So sit with your back straight in a comfortable position. Your legs can be in yoga position or flat on the ground. Your hands can be up, palms open on your thighs. Close your eyes, relax, follow the sound of my voice, and allow yourself to attune and uplift mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Take in a deep breath into your diaphragm, chest, throat, and head, and hold, and let go. Release. Good. Take in another breath. Diaphragm, chest, throat, and head, and hold, and let go. Good. And hold that. Now again, breathe in, diaphragm, chest, throat, and head, and hold, and let go. Great. Now I'll be doing my breathing, and as you're breathing, you can feel that you're breathing in light, love, healing, and blessings. And I'll be with you in a moment. I call on the enlightened ones, the source of all, Goddess God, everyone's higher, expanded, full self, guides, spiritual, interdimensional, the ascended sister brotherhood, and the oneness of all, and to bless us, protect us, and ordain and declare that all that is done in this time, space, place is for highest good, love, blessings, and growth for all concerned, with free will and joy to all. Amen. Ashe. And this is our short version of water blessing to indicate renewal, rebirth, rejoicing, and acknowledgement for all of those that are here now, all who have gone before, and all who are coming after. And now, For today's affirmation, what I thought we would do is some toning. And we're going to do the sound symbol Om, which is an old ancient Sanskrit word which means oneness and unity, and that can be unity with self, unity with higher self, unity with creator, unity of all. And again, I always suggest that you have notebooks and pens with you because we give out phone numbers and information that you will want to have. And now for the affirmation this week, it's the sound syllable Om. And I am going to do it in the way that I do it. You may wish to do it in another way, and this is an inner resonating sound that will help clear you internally. Om. Once again. And again, taking a breath. And the help you heard in the studio here is also Don doing the Ohms with me. So let us talk about what this inner resonating is, the way of healing. And I think the way I'm going to start that, although we've done this before, those of you who have seen, once before we had Don on the show, and we're having him back because we did have a technical difficulty in the studio, which made rebroadcast of the shows impossible. So for those of you who don't get to see us live, like our Queens residents, I wanted to make sure they had the opportunity to meet and understand what Don does. Anyway, so I want to talk again about the chakra systems. And everybody has psychic energy centers within the body, and they're sort of outside of and within the body. And they all deal with different areas of one's psyche, one's soul, one's physicality, one's emotionality. And so I'm going to briefly go over them. And also the reason for knowing some of this, by the way, is if you know what each one deals with, if you get an issue in that area of your body, you can start asking yourself certain kinds of questions and really delve into what the deeper issue is and begin transforming. So briefly, the first chakra and I'm going over the 7 major chakras, not the minor ones at the moment, is called the root chakra. It's at the base of the spine. It has to do with one's feeling secure and safe on the earth. It has to do with being a material being in matter. Okay, that's the physicality of who you are. And this also has a lot of emotional stuff stored in this area. And some of the issues or questions one might ask about this area or the things that governs, has to do with being grounded and feeling entitled, not arrogant, but entitled to have a life. And the color usually associated, the traditional color associated with this chakra is red, although the colors are now, some of them, changing tremendously. And so some of the questions you might ask yourself is, do you feel entitled to have a life? Okay, the second chakra, some people call it the sex chakra, is about 2 inches or so, or an inch or so below the navel. And this chakra has to do with assimilation of experiences, as well as of food, and it has to do with sexuality. It has to do with release and letting go, as well as people with issues can be very stuck. So ask yourself, do you let yourself process through your feelings? Do you let yourself process through your experiences? Do you get stuck and then hold on to things, physically, emotionally, spiritually, on any level? Do you entitle yourself to sexual and sensual pleasure? Do you love your body? The color usually associated with this chakra is orange. Now the third chakra is in the solar plexus area, and this chakra has to do with will and power. And this is personal will as well as divine will and divine power and empowerment. And people, we're not talking about force. When you see force, you can almost always make the assumption, and almost always will be correct, that that person who is perpetrating the force is really feeling disempowered and out of power and is resorting to that because they're feeling lack of power. Anyway, this has to do with divine personal power, and feeling that you can do what it is you are born here to do. It's where the soul and the solar energy also reside, which is in all the chakras, by the way, not just in one area. And one of the ways to look and see whether perhaps you may have an issue here is, first of all, do you stand straight? Do you let your body cave right in the middle? Is your middle bulked out? In other words, is that where you carry a lot of your weight? So are you in denial of your personal power? Are you in denial of having will that's in attunement with divine will? The next chakra, there's a lot I can say, but it's a half-hour show. The fourth chakra is the heart chakra, and this has to do with love, pure and simple love, personal love and divine love. Do you allow yourself to be loved? Do you allow yourself to love? Do you consider yourself lovable, loving, and lovely? This chakra can be linked up with the third chakra so that all that you do, all the actions that you take are also taken in love. In fact, all the chakras are linked up. The fifth chakra has to do, and that's in the throat, by the way, the fifth chakra. The color, I'm sorry, for the fourth is usually considered green. The fifth chakra is the chakra of expression and communication, and sometimes ideas, but communication, also creation. First there was the word. This chakra is also considered to be linked up sometimes with the second, as in lovemaking, do you make any sounds? And the fourth chakra, is there love involved here? And some of the things you might want to ask yourself about the fifth chakra and your own issues is, do you allow yourself to express yourself? Do you feel people want to hear what you have to say? Are you willing to hear and listen to what anyone else has to say? The color associated with the fifth chakra is usually blue. The sixth chakra, or the third eye, is inner wisdom, intuition, knowingness, past lives. It also has to do with the pituitary gland. And everybody, people, has inner wisdom. Nobody is born without it. And one of the things you might want to ask yourself is, do you listen to your own internal inner voice? Everybody has one, and when one is in tune, one hears it. The color usually associated with that chakra is indigo. The top chakra on the crown, kind of above the crown, is true spirit. Also the pineal gland, which rules all the endocrine gland in the entire endocrine system. And this has to do with allowing spirituality, communication with you as spirit, with Goddess God, with soul, with source. And the questions to ask yourself is, do you have a personal relationship with the Creator? Do you know that you are the Creator? Do you know that you are expanded soul source, that you are a multidimensional being? Or do you choose to deny this? Have you created victimhood as your way of life? Now, people, one of the ways to open these chakras and to have them in attunement is through music and through toning and through verbalizing the sense of the way we just did the Om. Also, this is an incredible time to allow yourselves to be opening up, because there's new energies absolutely coming into the earth. Both on November 11th through the 22nd, there's energies coming in, and what a lot of people are calling the 11/11, and that's January 11th, people, 1992, when new energies are coming forth. And whether you listen, Solara Antara, who considers herself and knows herself to be an angelic being, whether you listen to all her teachings, whether you accept some, not others, or whatever, people, there are new energies coming in, and there are things happening in New York and in power places all over the planet, certainly in Egypt and in Brazil and other areas. And we're going to be talking about toning, gong mastery, and the 11/11 with our fabulous, wonderful guest, Don Conreaux. Hi, Don.
Hi.
Good to have you here.
Good to be back.
Yes, yes. Well, let me ask you, what is gonging? We're going to have you say a little bit about it, and then, people, we're going to show you an incredible, fabulous demonstration of what it is we are talking about. How would you define it?
I define gonging as being in the middle of a tone.
Okay.
A tone that engulfs you completely. And this tone becomes like what they would call the Merkaba, or the force field, that would carry you like a vehicle into the interdimensional realms.
Oh, great. Okay, people, we're going to show you a fabulous clip of Dawn gonging. We ready? Okay, people, prepare yourselves for a real treat and sit comfortably to allow yourselves to open. This is truly a complete experience for you. Okay. Everybody, wasn't that great? Now let me ask you, what changes have you seen in people when you see either private clients or when you see them at a group? And I've been at gong groups, I don't know, after you've done this, either people you've seen privately or even in a larger grouping.
Well, after a gonging, what you do is you gain a level of meditation that usually comes only after years and years of meditation. It's like an instant samadhi. You immediately get into your higher vehicle, into your higher consciousness. And of course, the gong allows you to hear through your third ear. That's like the third eye. It's when you hear the inner wisdom. In other words, you ask a question, the answer comes immediately. You don't have to wait for it. So it brings you in touch with your higher self.
Great, great. Now, do people come for special things? Is it spiritual growth? Do people come sometimes for anything physical?
No, they come for all reasons.
Oh.
The gonging actually relieves pain. It dissolves your body. It makes all the
It's wonderful.
The DNA in your cells.
I meant to mention that. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. Thank you. I forgot to mention that.
And so what it does is it brings you back to your immortal self. And for that moment, time is suspended.
Yeah.
All right, you're lifted into what is called your hologramic body or your fourth dimensional body. At that moment, you're not degenerating. You're right there in the moment. And so what this does is it infuses the cells of your body with a life force, with a prana, cosmic energy, which is the food not only for the soul, but for the DNA in your cells.
Okay, I'm going to ask one or two more questions. And people, we're taking live calls at 475-1550. I mentioned the 11/11, that's January 11th. There's a club opening, by the way, that night called Atlantis. It's Richard Garvin's new club, and there'll be all kinds of beverages, including non-alcoholic ones, I'm thrilled to report, as well as music from all over the planet. It's at 211 West 61st, but let's ask Dawn, what do you know that's happening? What are you participating in, and how do you define the 11/11?
Well, I'm going to participate in that one for sure. In the afternoon,
I'll be there too.
Yes, it's going to be
Yeah,
wonderful.
definitely.
In the afternoon, at the Palladium, that's on 14th Street, 126 East, we're going to have a 1 to 4 party. We're going to be in residence with this 11/11. She's going to be doing her show at that time, so right after her show, come on down.
Yeah.
It's going to be from 1 to 4. It's going to be multimedia. We're doing it in conjunction with the Global Peace Foundation
Yeah.
from San Francisco. It's going to be, Laraji is going to be there.
Oh, great.
It's going to be
Yeah,
wonderful.
he was here too also.
So he and I are going to put on some special multimedia boogie ceremonies for everybody to enjoy, and you'll be able to network. Bring all your friends down.
Really?
It's all free. If you want to make donations, it's okay. And there'll be some special announcements there too.
Okay, tell about some workshops you do, and then let's take some calls.
Well, every Wednesday night, Audrey, I have a 7 to 9 workshop at my studio, Moonfire Studio at 84th and Riverside. And you get an hour of gonging. In other words, they say 45 minutes is enough to do the job, but I do it for
extra.
an hour. And afterwards, you'll just feel as though you're reborn, rejuvenated.
I've been to different sessions where Don has done gonging, and people, we're made of sound vibration. That's one of the reasons I have on a lot of musicians, plus which I can't see a life without music. And you really get in tune. Now, we're going to take some calls. Can I take these? Number 2? Hi, caller, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
My name is Jack.
Hi,
I just
Jack.
want to call Don and tell him that I loved his show. I was a bong master all the way through college, and I just wanted to wonder how he enjoyed bonging.
Do you enjoy doing the work?
Do I enjoy it? Yes, thank you.
Were you a bong master in college as well?
Gong.
A gong master, and no.
Oh, I'm sorry, gong master. I thought it was bong master.
Gong.
No, gong, G-O-N-G. Gong is like the ohm sound, but when you hit a metal, it goes gong, but when you hit the gong several times, it turns into ohm. No, I started in '69 back in Los Angeles.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I went to school out in Los Angeles, but I was hitting a bong instead.
Oh, this is gong. Thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Hi, call. You're on the air. How can we help you? Hello? Is the call not there? Sorry, we lost that call. By the way, let me tell you how you can reach Don. Don can be reached at, let me make sure I give the right number, 212-517-0328. That's 212-517-0328. Do we have time for any more calls? Okay. So I'm going to thank you. People, make sure that you do involve yourself in the 1111 in some way. Just by people bringing forth their own energy to create change, we will also create change on the planet. Plus, which with planetary lineups happening now, there really are new energies coming forth. And there's Don's experience with the Global Peace Foundation. And again, to reach him, it's 212-517-0328. And there's Atlantis. By the way, if you want to reach Richard Garvin to find out more at Atlantis, the phone number for that is, let me find it. I have it here. Right, 212-286-0450. I want to remind you that I'll be having a meditation class starting November 7th. And that's a Thursday from 8 to 10, and my workshop Creating Miracles in Your Life is Sunday, November 17th. You can reach me off the air after the show at 212-807-5760. That's 212-807-5760. I want to remind you people about the AIDS Walkathon, please. Participate in that. There's going to be, not a walkathon, sorry, the dance-a-thon. There's a major big dance at the Javits Center on November 30th. And for information about that, call 212-807-9255. That's 212-807-9255. There's also the National Peace Foundation. The address will be shown at the end of the show. They are lobbying Congress to now be able to teach peaceful methods of conflict resolution in the schools as a matter of course, so that everybody could learn how to handle, let's say, their aggressiveness in a positive way. Plus, which I saw a fabulous play I'd like to kind of turn you on to. This was at Harlem School of the Arts. The play was called thoughts of a confused black man, and this person was far from confused, and it was written by a Ghanaian named Kwiku. No, let me see if I'm saying his name right. It's Kwaku, excuse me, Sintamasa. And the number to call, which is Larry Francis's Middle Passage Productions, is 212-978-4126. It's 212-978-4126. Catch the show. Is there anything else I need to say? Remember, we borrow the planet from our children. It is up to us to return it in good working order. Also, when you reincarnate and come back, what kind of an earth are you choosing to come back to? And people, we all are responsible, not just anyone out there. When you're holding a little piece of paper or some kind of whatnot in your hands, wait till you get to a receptacle before you throw it away. Please don't dump it on the floor. This is everybody's home. If you want to do that in your own private apartment or house, that's your business. But when you're out in everybody's patio, you do have to have some sort of consideration. Again, my off-the-air number is 212-807-5760. Now it's time for our favorite child representative, Alana, to share with you something that she finds of interest. We'll see you next week, people. Love yourselves, and peace be with you. Bye. Oh, I'm the guest next week, by the way, and we'll be talking about blessings in your life, bringing blessings in your life. Peace be with you, people. Bye.
Hi, my name is Alana, and welcome to Aurora Borealis. Today I'm going to lip sing a song by, or I don't know if they wrote it, but in courtesy of Bob and Mally Mandel.
The steps to peace. Step 1. Start with your heart, find your passion for peace. Open up your mind to a vision of release from fear. Let the thoughts of war go. Let the mental conflict end. Peace is here and now, you know, not there and then. If we can build the bond, we can construct the peace. If we can build the bond, we can construct the peace. If we can build the bond, we can construct the peace. If we can build the bond, we can construct the peace.
Step 2. Since people give to you what you give to yourself, don't give yourself grief. You deserve some relief. Love yourself unconditionally. Be a shining example. Be a beacon of peace. Peace begins with you and a personal.
If we can build the bond, we can construct the peace. If we can build the bond, we can construct the peace. If we can build the bond, we can construct.
That's all for today. Bye!
Wasema siwataki wazazi wako kwa uzima na wala ugonjwa. Hao wazazi wako, kila ninachotoa chaonekana kidogo.